What's up, bros, and welcome. Now, today I'm going to be showing part 2 of my The Lego Movie Reboot concept customs video, so let's get down to business. Now, for the first custom in today's video, we have the main antagonist of my Lego Movie Reboot concept, the man upstairs, or better known as Emperor Business. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a Sith Trooper from Star Wars The Old Republic. We're gonna take this Morbius torso piece from Spider-Man and pop that on. And we also have some dark silver arms and some red hands attached. Then we're gonna take this Lord Business armor piece and pop that on. Then we're gonna take this flaming cloth piece, which is from an evil wizard from a random Lego CMF series. Pop that onto the torso. Then we're gonna take this Mr. E helmet piece and we're gonna attach this dark silver mouth breathing piece. Then for the last piece, we're gonna be attaching Lord Business's helmet mold piece, but I made some modifications, as you can see here. First of all, the middle piece, I replaced the yellow stud with this printed one, which I believe is from the Marvel CMF Series 2. I just don't know which minifigure it comes with. And we also have these dark red studs with holes in them on the top and some flaming pieces. Pop that on, and then we have the completed Emperor Business, or this universe's version of the man upstairs. Alright, bros, next we're gonna build the man upstairs, or Emperor Business's Jetfire legs. That's what I call my version of the long legs. First, we're gonna take this black piece, we're gonna take this piece with a hole on each side and pop that on. Then we're gonna attach this black piece and pop that on. We're gonna take this black piece and pop that on right there. Then we're gonna take this dark red stud with a hole in it and pop that in. We're gonna take this black clip piece and also pop that in. Then we're gonna take this black piece, pop that on, and then we're gonna attach this other black piece like that. And then we have the completed leg. Now we can build an identical one for the other side, and then we can take the Emperor Business minifigure and we can attach the legs onto the minifigure legs. And then we have the completed leg, as you can see here, or the legs, as you can see here. These are very easy to pose. As you can see here, they have a lot of posability and it's easy to move them around, as you can see here. Alright, bros, now here we have a comparison between my concept, the man upstairs or Emperor Business legs, which are tiny but very posable, compared to the official Lord Business legs from the first official Lego movie. So in my series, Lord Business is the man upstairs. So Lord Business basically grows up to become the man upstairs or Emperor Business, and Lord Business is basically his past self. So that's just a bit of lore for my Lego Movie Reboot. So that means that in the past, when the man upstairs was still Lord Business and younger, he had these long ass legs, but when he got older and became the man upstairs or Emperor Business, he upgraded to some smaller legs, which are smaller but also more powerful, because they could have fire coming from underneath the legs, so that way Emperor Business could now fly, and the legs are just more powerful. They're good for kicking, they're good for flying, they're good for burning your opponents to a crisp. Alright, so as I explained earlier, Emperor Business, or the man upstairs, is a future version of Lord Business who helps his younger self, Lord Business, take over the entire Lego universe. Now, Emperor Business started off as just any normal Lord Business, except he was groomed by his future self, which is the Emperor Business or the man upstairs, who grooms him and turns him into a ruthless ruler of the LEGO universe. And then he takes his older self's place as Emperor Business or the man upstairs. And then this just becomes an entire time loop where Lord Business, he kills Emmett, takes over the entire LEGO universe, and then he grows up to become his master, which is actually his future self. So it's a time loop. It's kind of hard to explain, but Lord Business, he's groomed by his older self, Emperor Business. He kills Emmett, takes over the world universe, or the entire LEGO universe, and then he becomes his future self, Emperor Business, and then he has to go back in time to groom his past self. It's a whole time loop. It's a whole thing that's hard to explain, but I hope I did a good enough job explaining it. Now, the one issue with this, though, is that this version of Emperor Business fails to do his task, and he fails to groom his younger self, because, as we all know, because I explained this in the last video, the current version of Lord Business in this universe, he doesn't end up becoming his future self, Emperor Business. He instead becomes simply Business, because he realizes that what he did was wrong and he has to stop his former master, the man upstairs, Emperor Business, meaning he's never going to become his future self. And that's why in the end Emperor Business is going to cease to exist eventually, so yeah. But the reason why this version of Lord Business, or Business, who's the guy that I showed in the first video, who's the protagonist of my LEGO Movie Reboot, the reason why he doesn't become evil, or he doesn't stay evil, is that he's eventually turned to the good side by a future version of Emmett, who's Rex Danger Vest. I also showed him in the first video. Because of that version of Emmett, who's actually a future version of the Emmett that gets saved, because of him, Lord Business doesn't grow up to become Emperor Business, his master, and instead, he simply becomes Business, who's a good guy. So I hope I did a good job explaining all of this. It's kind of confusing, but now for the second custom in today's video, we have a younger variant of Clutch Powers. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a casual Dick Grayson minifigure from the LEGO Batman movie minifigure series Blind Bags. Then, we're going to take this random LEGO Dreams torso piece from the Dreams theme. And we're also going to take this Dreams headpiece. I also have no idea which minifigure this is from, just like the torso. All I know is they're from the Dreams theme. And then for the last piece, we're just going to take this random black hair piece. And then we have the completed Younger Clutch Powers variant custom. Now, for Mr. Clutch Powers here, there's not much else to really talk about. He's basically one of the master builders that gets recruited by Business to help Business stop his younger self from killing Emmett and eventually becoming Emperor Business, or the man upstairs. So now for the third custom in today's video, we have an advanced Robo SWAT trooper. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from a Sam Wilson Captain America minifigure from the LEGO Marvel CMF Series 1. Then, we're going to take this Robo SWAT torso piece, which is from the LEGO movie, and we also have some dark blue arms and some light gray hands attached. Then, we're going to take this Robo SWAT bulletproof vest piece, which is also from the LEGO movie, pop that on. Then we're going to take this Ghost headpiece, which is from Ant-Man and the Wasp. We're going to ignore the print on the back and only focus on the print on the front, because this is supposed to be like a robot, not a human. Then we're going to take this dark blue helmet piece, which is from Clay from Nexo Knights. Pop that on, and then for the last piece, we're going to take this night vision visor goggle piece, pop that on, and then we have the completed advanced Robo SWAT trooper. Now for the advanced Robo SWAT trooper's weapon, first we're going to take this laser blaster gun piece. We're going to take 2 of these light silver pieces and attach 1 on each side. Then we're going to take this dark blue piece and pop it onto the bottom. Then we're going to take this red transclear piece and pop that on. We're going to take this round silver piece, pop that on, and then for the last piece we're going to take another one of these transclear red pieces, pop that on. Then we have the completed incineration rifle. Well, that's just like the silly name that I came up with. But basically, after Lord Business grows up to become Emperor Business, he upgrades his Robo SWAT army, and they basically get upgraded, and that's why they're called advanced Robo SWAT troopers now. But yeah, that's basically it. Now for the 4th custom in today's video, we have King Clay. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from an Ultimate Clay minifigure from the first wave of Nexonite sets. We're going to attach this blue belt piece, which is from a random minifigure from the LEGO Dream sets. Then, we're going to take this clay torso piece from the last wave of Nexonite sets. And we also have some silver arms and some dark blue hands attached. Then we're going to take this Nexonite's armor piece and pop it on. Then we're going to take this dark blue cape piece, which is from a random Batman minifigure. We're going to take 2 of these gold pieces, pop them on in order to lock the cape in place without damaging the cape by attaching it under the armor. And then we're going to take this clay headpiece from Nexonites and pop that on. Then we're going to take this blue Power Miner's helmet piece and pop that on. And then for the last piece, we're going to take this dark silver Knight visor piece from Aaron from Nexonites. Going to flip it reversed, and then we can pop it into the Power Miner's helmet, and then we have the completed King Clay custom. Now, before I get into King Clay's backstory, first I'm going to be giving him some weapons or accessories. First, we're going to be building him his giant sword. First, we're going to take this dark blue lightsaber hilt piece, we're going to attach this blue piece to the top. Then, we're going to take this Nexonite's Knighton piece and pop that on. Then we're going to take this dark blue piece and pop it on one side. Then we're going to take this dark blue piece and pop it on right there. Then we're going to attach this other dark blue piece and pop it on like that. Then we're going to take this blue piece and pop it on. Then we're going to take this other blue piece and pop it on right there. And then for the last 2 pieces, we're going to take these blue pieces and we're going to attach 1 on each side. And then we have the completed sword for Clay, as you can see here. Now, I genuinely think that this is one of the best custom weapons that I've ever made. It's based off of Guts' sword from Berserk. I added this dark blue piece right here to have this stud, so that way this sword can be attached to King Clay's back armor, as you can see here. So now he can actually hold on to the sword even when he's not using it in combat. However, this sword is big, meaning it's kind of heavy, meaning Clay can't really, or just like any minifigure in general, can't really hold on to the weapon on a flat surface without falling over. So that is one issue with this weapon. Now for Clay's second weapon, I decided to make him a custom shield. Basically all I did was take 2 Nexonite shields and attach them together, and as you can see here, the shield is massive, just like Clay's new sword that I made him, so Clay is absolutely decked out and ready for war. Now, the thing with this shield is Clay can also use it as a hoverboard. I'm going to remove one of these shield tile pieces, can just use that as a hoverboard. Now, let's get into Clay's backstory. So in this universe, Clay ended up becoming King of Knighton. If you don't know what Knighton is, that's basically his hometown. So he became king, and he's currently fighting a war with Emperor Business or the man upstairs, and King Clay here is also one of the master builders that gets recruited by Business at the start of the story. So yeah, that's basically it for King Clay. Now for the fifth and last custom in today's video, we have Cop. Now, the legs of this custom minifigure are from Black Widow from Avengers Infinity War. We're gonna take this black belt piece and pop it onto the legs. Then we're gonna take this random officer cop torso piece with black arms and yellow hands. Then we're gonna take this printless headpiece and pop it on. And then we're going to take this black biker helmet piece and we're going to take this black visor piece. And then we have the completed Cop custom. Now, let me just briefly go through who Cop is. Basically, in this universe, Bad Cop, well, Good Cop is erased, so Bad Cop is the only one that's left. But Bad Cop fails Emperor Business or the man upstairs way too many times, so his face gets removed too. So now Bad Cop and Good Cop are both dead or erased from existence, so now it's just Cop. But anyway, that's basically it for my final and second video about my LEGO movie concept. If you want to see the last video where I showed the first batch of customs and the first part of the story, check out that video, which I made like 2 days ago. And of course, I hope you bros enjoyed these customs. Now let me explain the last part of the story. So basically, Business gets killed by Emperor Business or the man upstairs, and the rest of the master builders and Brayden, who's Lord Business's even younger self, they go back into the past and they successfully stop Lord Business, or the past version of Lord Business, from killing Emmett. So Emmett is saved, and right after Emmett is saved and that version of Lord Business fades from existence, that's when the man upstairs or Emperor Business arrives back in the past. Emmett the Special and Brayden, the original younger version of Lord Business, they team up with the rest of the master builders from the future that Business brought together, and the original master builder crew from the original LEGO movie, like Wild Style and Unikitty and all those guys, and Benny the Space Guy. They all come together to fight Emperor Business, and they end up defeating him. He gets erased from the timeline. But the thing is, during all this, Brayden gets injured and he's gonna die. So that's why he dies, and everybody thinks that Emmett the Special saved the day. But the thing is, Brayden, or Lord Business's younger self, he's actually the Special. Because, well, as we all know, in the original LEGO movie, Emmett told Lord Business that he was the Special. Now, that was only like a figure of speech, but in reality, in my LEGO movie Reboot, Lord Business was the actual real Special. Not only did he save Emmett, the supposed Special, but he also brought peace to the LEGO universe, and he saved it from the clutches of his future self. So it's kind of confusing, I know. I hope I did a good job explaining everything, but most importantly, I hope you bros enjoyed these customs. Now, I've had this LEGO movie Reboot concept, well, I created it a couple months ago, and I didn't know if I wanted to make a video about it, but then I realized I can just make some customs based off of the story, and then I'd have an excuse to actually talk about the story that I created on camera. So, but enough talk. If any of you bros have any questions, ask me in the comments below and I'll give a better explanation. But yeah, feel free to check out my other videos. I mostly make custom minifigures. Have a great day. Godspeed, bros.